Hey guys, Rick and Duke, welcome to another episode of War HOGG Words of Wisdom. This one here is entitled Community Guidelines. New word for censorship. That's all it is. This episode is brought to you by the Firearms Training Notebook. If you want to get your copy, swing by War HOGG Tactical, warhogg.com or kelleydefense.com. We've got autographed copies there. If you're just looking for a regular one, you can swing by Amazon. All the links are on our website. It's too easy to find. Since you're out there, guys, you can swing by patreon.com/on the range podcast. Check out our free trial for our crew membership. My individuals try to make themselves 1% better every single day. 100+ training videos, shooting challenges, bi-monthly Zoom call with our patrons, all kinds of good stuff over there. Don't forget, leave us a rating review, please. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode if you like it with your friends and family. So let's just jump right into it, guys, right? Community guidelines. Meta's got it, right? Meta's got them. That's how we got busted supposedly on Instagram for War HOGG Tactical for violating community guidelines. But Meta, the #1 platform for trafficking human beings around the world. Great job, Zuck, right? Reason I brought this one up today is Sean Ryan. So YouTube schwacked him over there for, talking about child sex trafficking. Said it violated the community guidelines. So theirs is weird, right? I took a quick peek at it. If you talk about or invoke violence, okay, invoke, I got you, but talk about. So you're telling me I can talk about no prior conflicts. I can talk about no type of history whatsoever because history is packed with violence. I'm baffled by these people, right? It absolutely blows me away. We're changing our verbiage because let's be an honest broker. If you are an American citizen, your right to free speech is pretty much gone. This platform, i.e. On the Range podcast, is about the only place where I can sit there and talk into this microphone and it'll go out there to the masses. Now, I don't know, we being backside limited on our reach? Could be. I don't know. We try to do both the audio and the video. We're trying to do everything to get the message out there. But I'll tell you straight up, guys, big tech, why nobody has done anything at a judicial level to big tech, I don't know. And I got it. They're a private advertising companies. That's what they are, right? Don't let them fool you. They're advertising companies. And in Zuck's case, he supports pedos. He sells your information. That's how he's making his money. Oh, by the way, he's an accessory to digital extortion. Latest scam is via Instagram and KGH Media. So they'll there and go, oh, this is copyrighted video of some chick falling off a scooter somewhere and busting her face. Oh, you stole our IP. But don't you worry. You can get your account back if you pay this money. And it's fun because I got the generic AI response from old Connor over there at Instagram, right? He probably ain't even know Connor over there. But I sent him a note back. Of course, you get nothing. That's all right. Because, oh, by Congress wants to talk to Zuck again. Gonna hold that man in contempt. Yeah, because he lies. Besides helping pedophiles peddle kids, besides digital extortion, what else he got his fingers into? What other illegal activities is Zuck supporting? Think about that one. So everyone's like, oh, Rick, go over to Rumble. That's an alternative. Man, we ain't seeing diddly for growth over Rumble, right? Because I don't know what the magic is. Each time you go to one of these platforms, you're wasting more time trying to figure it out, do all this other stuff. But the part that kills me with all of them is the power they have in this aspect. So they'll use their community guidelines for whatever they want. So at one time, within Meta's community guidelines, firearm safety was okay. Now it's like if you even mention firearms, woo, But how can some do it and some don't, right? It's just an odd dynamic. I haven't quite wrapped my head around how they're clicking those magic AI toggle switches to get that algorithm to do whatever it is it's doing, right? And then it's funny because I'll always get solicited by these marketing people. Oh, we can grow your stuff. Every once in a while, I'll shoot them a note back. Who's your insider? I'm in the firearms industry. I'm already shadow banned. Tell me how you're going to fix that. Of course, you get no answer. But here nor there, right? But my point being, at the end of the day, with all of this, and me and Mark are going to do an in-depth conversation on this one. So Mark Kelley over at Kelley Defense, my co-host, my co-author, lifelong friend, somehow unfollowed me on Instagram. How does that happen? Right? How does a person I probably got one of the most interactions with suddenly unfollow you? And again, it's not like I'm going to Mark's homepage and looking, hey, am I still following him? You know, on occasion, I'd see a red flag, like you'd see the number of followers, or not followers, but following change. And you're like, Then you're trying to scroll through and figure out, all right, who did I miss? Who did I lose? Who did whatever. But at the end of the day, it just goes to show you, because I had another gentleman reach out to me. This had been a while back on the YouTube side. He's like, shot me an email. Say, hey, man, you still in business? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I ain't seen none of your videos. I was like, dude, we just put one out yesterday. He went back to YouTube and was like, yep, I was unfollowed and unsubscribed. Or no, unsubscribed and unnotified. That was it. How does that happen? That only happens if somebody's messing in the back, right? So what is it with the word war, with the word hog, or the word tactical? Obviously, the tactical part probably through the flag, right? But that's why, I've told you, I'm on the social to promote my business. But I see these other chicks out there running, we'll just dub it pornography-wise. They don't bat an eye. You can let your breast all hang out. You can let your rear end. You can let your front end. It don't matter, right? We're trying to keep the show PG. So that way everyone can enjoy the War HOGG Words of Wisdom, right? And you're appalled at the trash that's on there. And I'm like, for what? I wouldn't be on it if I wasn't trying to market the business. And really, it's a failed marketing attempt at that, because you got zero traction out of all of it. I was hoping that, okay, hey, Elon Musk taking over, man, we'll watch our Twitter explode. That ain't done nothing. Still can't figure out how to grow that thing. The YouTube alternative, Rumble, ain't seeing nothing there. YouTube ain't seeing nothing there. Obviously, with the Meta, that's a given. Really, the only growth we're seeing, believe it or not, is over on LinkedIn. And the only thing I'm not doing, so I tried posting one time, my Monday funnies, which, oh, by the way, are back, right? Piss on them. We're not changing. We're going to go right back to it. They didn't seem to get a big kick over there at LinkedIn. So we're like, all right, that's cool. We'll let that one slide. But we're seeing growth over on that end. So there's at least one platform. I post all kinds of firearm stuff, right? Never had a violation. Oh, you're violating this. Community standards, that. Right. And to be honest with you, I haven't even groomed through to see what their community standards, quote unquote, even are. But the thing is, these guys, they can change them at a whim. They change words all the time. Instagram CEO he did a whole page on their ranking system. Dude, if you're doing something illegal, you're going to sit there and move up the ranks. That's the bottom line. Just get absolute zero traction. And I don't get it, man. I can't wrap my head around it. Project Officer Survival page, we got a bump just because we posted something about Indiana. Not something, but there was a Indiana state trooper that was killed in the line of duty trying to employ some stop sticks. We posted that video because we want to sit there and make sure that, hey, guys see it. And again, our following over there is like minimal at best. But the point is, from the educational standpoint, If you're a law enforcement officer, you got stop sticks. Have some cover between you and that suspect vehicle you're trying to stop so that they won't do what they did to him and basically run him over, right? He's wide out in the open. If you want to see the whole thing, swing over there and check it out. But, you try to promote personal growth. You try to promote officer safety, right? And like Instagram won't sit there and post posts, right? Oh, technical difficulty. Can't post at this time. Can't do this. Drafts just delete, right? All this crazy stuff ever since the War HOGG Tactical page got disbanded, or I should say deactivated, right? Man, all of them, we've had dramas. At one point, Duke's page had community guideline violations. Of course, he's losing followers like a sinking ship. It was funny. On one, I put something on there, and then shockingly, those things went away. So it's a very odd dynamic, right? But the bottom line is this: they got you. Because once you log on to one account, they know what IP address it is. They know what contraption it is. They know all that crap, right? And of course, they're all linked. So of course, Warhog _ com, War Dog Duco, On the Range podcast, Project Officer Survival. They know they're all the same. It's me. And oh, by the way, I got a big X shadow banded like nobody's business. And old Dan Bongino will go, he's public enemy number one. No, I disagree, Dan. I think I got it. Right? I think I am the one. Because we can't get nothing going. Why can't we get nothing going? Somewhere in there, their verbiage of community guidelines, they're going to tally, tick, and throttle you. But again, it goes that why is mainstream, the whole mainstream media against protecting children? Why are we pushing this whole pedophilia propaganda rubbish? Why do we want to do ill intent to children? Why are we trying to normalize it? Man, it's bizarro world that we're in. But I would tell you this, the only way we're going to change it is if we stand up, right? And I kind of told you this, guys, before. I challenge everyone, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, call your attorney general. Ask them what are they doing to look into Meta and child sex trafficking. Let them do the digging, right? Will Zuck ever be brought up on federal charges? Probably not. I'll take state charges, right? I'll take all 50 states. Who's going to fight to extradite him? Probably not California, because California just voted. They don't care. The state of California elected officials do not care if a child is sex trafficked. How do I know this? Because their legislation could have passed an incredible bill that if you're trafficking a child, you're getting a life sentence, man. You're going away forever. But they turned it down. Why? Well, because them cats are dirty as well, right? You got the instance of been plenty of politicians caught trying to solicit minors. You had that one up in Massachusetts trying to solicit a 14-year-old boy. And I love these undercover sting guys, man. I wish I had the time to do it, right? But the problem is, one thing to expose. Where's the follow-up? Where's law enforcement getting involved? Where's our state AGs going after these predators? Because that's what they are. So at what point do you sit there and, all right, you're targeting your 14-year-old boy? That seems to work out for you. At what point are you sitting there kidnapping kids? Holding them against their will, right? And I'm not, trust me, by no means am I condoning doing anything with a 14-year-old, right? I'm not. But in my mind, my wheels are spinning. Hey, if we start condoning this thing, all right, cool. You're targeting those that you can reach. Now what happens when you can't, or your greed gets so much, you just decide, I'm going to go steal some kid, right? That's the world we're living in, guys. Parents, I got it, man. I got it. The pressure of these kids, the pressure of, I need my phone, the pressure of, I got to be on social. Get off of it. Get off of all that crap. And I got it. Your kids will probably hate you, but at least you'll have them, right? At what point does one of your kids sit there, get solicited by some predator, goes to meet unbeknownst to you, and then they're gone? Or something catastrophic happens to them that they're done for the rest of their life, right? These acts that these savages are doing to these children, it's crushing them for life. They're not recovering. What kind of way is that to start life? You know, it's bad enough our U.S. education system. Oh, you got to get a college degree. What? So you can start your life in debt? Dumbest thing ever. Don't fall for that trap. If you need some higher education, go to your community colleges. Get some on-the-job training, right? But don't fall for this crap. Because every time I turn around, I just see manipulation. Saw a lady today, had to go to the post office to do some fulfillment. What's she doing? She's masking up prior to going. I'm like, woman, it's proven it don't work. But again, she drank the Kool-Aid, right? People out there still wearing masks, drinking the Kool-Aid. Guys, I've said it before. If you're paying for that blue check mark, you're in essence supporting Zuck and the pedos, in my opinion, right? And I'm entitled to it. First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States gives me that right to be entitled to my opinion and say what I want. And I'm going to say it. If you're putting any dollars towards Meta, and I won't do it, right? I will not give them one iota dime for nothing. Because they are the #1 platform when it comes to facilitating human trafficking. Let that sink in. Now, I'm stuck, right? I'm stuck in the ethical dilemma because I need them to try to help me market, which is a failing effort at that. But that's the world we're living. And it boggles me that if we, no kidding, had something, and trust me, Twitter's not it. Elon, sorry, buddy. I ain't seeing it, right? And maybe I don't know the secret magic to getting more tweets, but I don't have all day to spend on that magic box wasting my time, right? Get my message out there. Get on, get off. That's the way we're at now, right? Because we wasted too much of our time before thinking that was the way to market. And then they'll slap up, quote unquote, community guidelines. You're gone. So we're going to dump our YouTube page tomorrow. War HOGG _com the next day. Duke's page, I'm sure, is in jeopardy with the amount of followers is being dumped. So what do? Really, we got the podcast. To me, this is the last line of defense in free speech. Because mainstream media, they're toting one party line. Right? And all these big tech companies falling under the umbrella of community guidelines for their censorship protection. What's comical? What is absolutely comical? Go Google Facebook like law enforcement interaction or something. Or Facebook law enforcement. Man, they'll sit there. They'll be the first to go, oh, by U.S. code, blah, blah, whatever it is, we can't give you squat unless you got a subpoena or warrant or whatever they're looking for, right? I wonder why. But yet I report a crime to you, and you don't even want to look into it. Interesting. Why? Because at the end of the day, they only care about one thing: getting whatever it is they want. And why do they support pedos? Because I'll tell you this: go do a Google search on Facebook and pedophiles. You'll see one of their top dudes, I think it was last year, got busted. How many more pedos they got in there, right? How much vetting you doing there, Zuck? None, obviously. So now you let this guy be in control. And the hashtag save the children still don't work. Still don't. What's that tell me? Tells me you are. You used to say, suspect. You might be a pedo. No, dude. You are a pedo. If you're going to support them savages, Why would you support them unless you are? And that's the crazy world we live in. United States of America, the biggest consumer of human trafficking, child sex trafficking. Let that one soak in. What the hell is wrong with this? What the hell is wrong with this country? We can't fix it. Hell, you got the Biden administration letting cocaine roll in the White House. 85,000 unaccompanied minors gone. The biggest shadow human trafficking organization. Biden administration. Wow, let that one sink in, huh? So if you're listening to my voice and you voted for him, that's what you got, man. Horror shows. Absolutely just crazy. But I don't like sit there and go, oh, Debbie Downer, yeah, there's some crap, but what can we do? How do we get involved? Find a way, right? First and foremost, I'd say do this. Pick up the phone. Make 2 phone calls or send 2 emails. Send one to your state attorney general. Tell your state attorney general you want them to look into Meta and how they are implicated in human trafficking in your state. Let them do some digging, right? And then your next task, if you want to say, is call your representative at the federal level, both representative and senator, and tell them you want Zuck to be brought back up there and dig into whether he is in contempt of Congress, which, oh, by the way, is a crime. Not sure what the punishment is on it, but got to be something. That's where we start. Because we got to start at that level. And I tell you this, Tim Ballard, Sound of Freedom, Sean Ryan, take a look at kind of the stuff they're putting out, reference child sex trafficking. Repost it. Get awareness out there. Beat them at their own game. Use their own platform to educate. If you got a child, man, don't let them get on that thing. Don't do it. And I got it. It's easier said than done. Trust me, we had the same dramas years ago with my kids, right? Don't do it, man. If they're going to sit there and give you crap, you shouldn't even have them in public school anyway. Homeschool them if you can. You get better control. They're not getting critical race theory and all this other crap. But make change. Change your circle. Change you. Change your family 1% better every single day. That's your War HOGG Words of Wisdom. You guys train hard. Stay safe. We'll see you out on the range.